Looks like it's going to be either Marth Peach or Falcon Peach. Probably Marth. I've seen Sora go Marth a lot today. This is a melee matchup. They both should know it pretty well. I know Peachkid was a Brawl player, but Sora is very experienced. They've fought many times with SG so far.
Even in Brawl, Marth was a pretty prominent character. I believe being 5th on the tier list.
Yeah.
So
I believe there were a lot of similarities with down air being pretty good, up B being the only instant out of shield option, and that's the extent of what I know about Brawl Marth. So it is Marth Peach. This is a very volatile matchup, actually. A lot of it is based around the grab game. Marth can, on bad DI, off of back down throw and F throw, get a DI mix up to F smash. And what Peach really wants to do in this matchup is control the turnip game. Turnips are massive.
So historically in this matchup, Peachkid loses to Sora like most of the sets, if not all of them. So, however, he hasn't really been around recently. This might be his first Smashing Rounds. This is definitely his first Smashing Rounds in Season 7. It might also be his first Smashing Rounds since the move to SG.
I believe so. It might even be his first in 3. It's probably his first in 3.6, definitely. I wonder how much experience he has in 3.6. You being from Chelmsford, does he play 3.6 that much at all? Do you play with him?
He does. He also played a little bit of 3.5, but didn't really enter during that time. Though, recently, we've been practicing a lot more often. And he even went to level up and got 3rd there, losing to Numerics in Winners Finals, and then Poop in Losers Finals.
Wow, that's certainly no shame there.
Yeah.
This is where the matchup gets interesting. At these high percents, Marth has really no lead-ins to kill options. His best option is probably a raw tipper there. Peach is going to try and survive as long as possible in this matchup. Edge Marth off on the edge guards. The edge guards are pretty free. You can drop Turnip into grab ledge back air or something like that. Let's see.
So, in this version, Peach doesn't have too many bread and butters. A lot of what she does have is DI mix-ups, and getting a really nice combo there off of float and airs.
Yep.
So,
Marth is that perfect way where you can just juggle with a lot of float and airs, FC fairs, and FC up airs even.
However, another thing for Peach is getting in. She needs to... Oh, that was a very nice... That was very nice technical display.
Wow.
I didn't know that was in PM. I thought that was just the kind of thing that was... That might have been in Brawl and was definitely in Smash 4 for a little bit.
It is in Melee, actually.
Really?
Yep, it is.
Okay.
There are some setups to it. You can see MacD sometimes go for it, but it's very frame tight.
Both characters approaching kill percent. In fact, Peach just died there.
They're just trading blows at this point.
Yeah, both of them have kept it really even. This is the 3rd time we've seen 0%, both at the beginning, 0% for both sides. Once at the beginning of the game and once at the previous stock.
It looks like whoever is going to be able to take the stock and then rack up more percent quickly is going to be the one to take this. So this is a very decisive stock.
Generally, Sora has been taking the stock first, so if this pattern continues, Peachkid really needs to adapt a little bit faster than Sora does so that he can edge it out in the end. That's going to be a dare, and that's it. He uses float, and Sora is now up basically a full stock.
This is not an easy matchup to come back in on Peach's side. A lot of it is very trade-based. Peach's hitboxes don't really beat out Marth, so you're going to have to bait and trade in air with something. But the edge guards are always a very real possibility. Marth is pretty simple to edge guard. He's a very linear recovery, and Peach excels at dropping a turnip, and oh my gosh. That was incredible. Wow.
So as Sora showed us there, he's definitely skilled in edge guarding Peach, which isn't really the easiest thing considering Peach has a ton of horizontal mobility in the air, and if she has a turn-in, she also has a ton of vertical mobility in the air.
Up B also has pretty good range and very good priority. So it's very good at if someone's probably standing a ledge going for just short hop forward-facing down air, they could probably get hit with the up B. But whereas there, Sora was standing backwards, so you could get the reverse into the down air for a more precise hitbox.
The problem with up B in this game, or at least in this patch, might have also been in the previous patch, is that they nerfed it kind of hard so that, 1, its hits don't follow up into anything like it did in 3.02, and 2, it doesn't really go very far anymore.
Yeah, it used to be much farther. It's around the same as Melee now. It used to be, I'd say, maybe a third longer than Melee to a half longer than Melee. It was very long and probably 3.0, 3.5. I think this is a very good stage counter pick for Peachkid. Peach really wants the larger stages in this matchup. Marth probably banned Dreamland almost instantly because Marth has a lot of trouble killing unless he gets the stray down airs or tippers, as Sora is really good at getting.
And it's a lot harder to get tippers off the platforms in this because the platforms are always moving around and they're rarely low enough for Marth to get to that space. If at all, even.
Yep. Yep, you got that.
Now, interesting thing about this stage is that it's not... The stage size is pretty large, but the stage boundaries are about the same as Battlefield, and even possibly a little smaller off the top.
Wow. That's very interesting. Peachkid is missing a bit of the DIs on these forward smashes. Marth, I wonder about the change to Marth's throw release point in 3.6 and how much it affects this matchup. Because in previous patches, his throw release point had been much higher, which helped for matchups like Game & Watch and such. Excellent up there, by the way. But in this matchup, Marth really wants to hit, sort of get the low-facing forward throws so they can edge guard him off and forward smash effectively.
So Sora, even a little bit at one point before, he said that he was switching off Marth because the grab release points were changed to be more like Melee, and he didn't really... If I remember correctly, he didn't really want to play Melee so much, but I think he's gotten used to the changes now. Or when I say he didn't want to play Melee so much, he didn't want to play a character similar to one in Melee. He wanted to play with PM differences.
Yeah.
However, judging from the sets, he's definitely more comfortable with it now.
Definitely. He did switch over to Falcon for that short while there, though, which is a bit strange, as Falcon is one of the other characters who are heavily impacted by the throw release points. Up throw being much, much weaker. It was basically guaranteed fair or an error in previous patches, but now down throw is the go-to throw mostly.
So, good on Peachkid for bringing it back. Something interesting that happened there was Peachkid grabbed Sora, but since Sora dropped a turnip right beforehand, the turnip bounced off of Peachkid. However, Peachkid seemed like it was like he was invincible during it. I'm not sure what happened there, but that should have been not a stock for Sora, but reset to neutral.
That's interesting. Peachkid is going for a lot of these double jump cancel down airs to sort of poke in at...
Ooh.
Wow, that was something. To sort of poke in at Marth. I don't know how effective it is. A lot of the times in the matchup, you see Peaches like Armada, Mafia, MacD going for basically purely turnip-based approaches. Armada in his guide recommends turnips as the main approach. Turnip to forward air, turnip to nair, and a cross-up shield are basically the main options in this matchup.
And I think turnip approaches actually get a bit more potent in this because Peach has the horizontal and vertical momentum adjusted by the aerial glide tosses.
That's a pretty big buff in this matchup to Peach. I think Peach is a somewhat better character in PM than Melee. The ledge jump mechanics greatly benefit Peach. One of Peach's main issues in Melee is her basically inability to get off ledge. But in PM, you can see that you can cancel the ledge jump, the sort of tournament winner as it is, much quicker than you could in Melee, which greatly buffs Peach's from ledge options.
So, what Sora's been getting the majority of his kills in his sets based off of going to the ledge and waiting for him to either get up from ledge or to recover because he knows that he can space the tipper correctly and get the kill that way.
Yep. One thing we'll see in this matchup is Sora is DIing away basically every time because Peach does not have the mobility to catch up to Sora when he does that. You'll see it a lot in matchups like Puff also, where it's just DI away because nothing can really catch except for a dash attack, and that's very risky, especially if it's been telegraphed.
Sora right now at kill percent, I'm pretty sure if he's on the top platform and up air will kill. However, Peachkid, if he DIs incorrectly on one of the down throws or the forward throws, then he could get a tipper to the face, and that would end the set right there.
This is right at that percent where a forward throw tipper is on bad DI, definitely going to kill. Peach is probably going to... Ooh, that was a good waiting game. Peach is probably going to look for either a nair to catch something or a fair on shield to probably forward throw. This looks like a good edge guard. That should be it. There we go.
Now, I think that what he was going for was a forward throw to down air, which I think was a good idea. However, the execution was a bit botched because Peach was at a high enough percent where there was enough hits done where it looked like, at least, that he would have been able to get it before Peach got out of his stun.
The bans in this matchup are probably, I'd say Yoshi's Warrior were almost definitely.
Yeah, Peachkid does not want the guaranteed tippers on the platforms.
Yeah. Those would kill at around 50 on those stages. Probably Battlefield or Green Hill, I'm predicting, going to be the stage to go to.
I'm predicting that Sora's going to go to Green Hill because I know he personally likes that matchup quite a bit.
Yep. It's a very good stage. A lot of the matchup on both sides is actually catching the characters as they go down. Marth has a lot of problem being caught in the air. You can see it in matchups like Fox often. But Peach has a lot of guaranteed and semi-guaranteed juggles on Marth. And Marth has the same with Peach. Peach has really no real options to get back to the ground. This is a classic melee stage. Pretty safe pick. Yep. The platforms are good, however, for Marth. Oh, that was large.
However, unlike Melee, neither players will really get battlefielded because, or pineapple, depending on what you call it, because of the new ledges in Project M.
Yep. That was a strange edge guard. Peachkid got what he was looking for with the up B right onto stage, but he misspaced the down smash a small bit, so he sent Sora right back toward the center of stage where he had stage control. He was looking to send him back off stage, but as a counterplay to that, Peachkid could have crouch canceled the first hit if Sora was correct in his execution. This matchup is basically a lot about is mostly about edge guard counterplay and stuff. That was unusual.
He wanted to get the sweet spots of the up smash because that definitely would have killed, but he wasn't able to get it and only got the sour spot. However, he ended up converting in the end anyway off of an edge guard.
Yep. Between stocks, Peachkid likes to do the double aerial glide. Wow. That killed probably 90-something after the hit, before the hit. Yeah, Peachkid likes to between stocks go for the double aerial glide toss up to kill the invincibility, which is a pretty big benefit for Peach in this matchup, as Marth has a lot of guarantee stuff. There's those down airs again from both characters, actually. Peachkid leading in with it, Sora punishing with it.
Sora baiting out the spot dodge there, trying to get Peachkid to do so. He was able to get the punish, and that...
So now the tipper, kind of the jank tipper almost off of it.
Yeah, I feel like he should have gotten the tipper, but he was a bit afraid of the Toad being out a little too long and hitting him in reverse.
I definitely agree. One thing Sora really likes doing, and he's really good at, one of the best marks around in PM and even in Melee at, is his empty hops, his sort of tomahawk grabs, which is very good in this matchup because Peach's out of shield options are very baitable. You can bait out and air out of shield. It's very safe, but it's definitely punishable on the back end of it. So if Marth can bait that out, he can probably get a dash dance grab or even a forward smash. Good recovery there. Also, I'm guessing that's an Oscar Wilde tag there, shouting out the famous Irish author.
Yeah.
Yep.
Peachkid is such a fan of Oscar Wilde. Like, if the topic is brought up at all, then he just goes on a ramble.
Wilde is a very good author. Very good author.
Anyways, at the moment, Sora got a pretty good mid-percent combo. Got Peachkid. Oh, that's gonna be it at a really early stock.
That was very unfortunate. Peachkid got the immaculate spacing around the get-up attack and was right in the position to punish. But it looks like he flubbed a bit execution-wise, and Sora just punished him right off of it. Unfortunate again.
It's gonna kill him though.
Yep.
Sora's not close enough.
Yep. Let's see. There's that double aerial glide toss. Back air is also very good for walling out in this matchup as Peach. There was the double jump cancel from ledge, which most characters with double jump cancel, basically all of them can do, which is very safe. I know Ness can do it, I've seen you do it a few times yourself. Yep. I'd like to see Peachkid nair a bit more.
I was expecting the down air there. That probably would have ended the set. I think he might have been spaced a little bit off, so his micro spacing wasn't on point there.
The up B, that's a bit of a strange option, but it covers Sora's stack option, which is what he was intending to do. Yeah, Marth has a lot of trouble coming down and regaining center stage. Sora did a very good job of spacing around him and hitting with the back air there. Accidental full hop there. You can see a bit of nerves coming in.
Travis landed, so he got all of his horizontal mobility back.
Yep. See how he can get down. Probably a double jump cancel bear or something would be his best option.
This is not looking very good for Travis, or Peachkid. He needs to get this stock and then probably get a quick edge guard.
Wow. Oh my God.
That was sweet!
Pulling out the new tech, 20 Peach, or whatever
20
it is.
Peach.
I don't know, man.
That's going to be it.
Yep.
Side B into forward, well, not forward tilt, but up tilt.
Yep.
It's a classic.
It's the floaty killer. It's really nothing you can do unless you crouch cancel the first hit of side B.
Well, both of us